Hello guys, and welcome to a showcase show-off video of Minecraft. It's where I showcase Minecraft. So what I'm going to show, the first thing that made Minecraft is that you can save worlds and that you can have a lot of options. And one of the smart things about Minecraft is that there's this thing called creative, where you can do literally anything. Survival, even with survival, you can do a lot of things. Like with survival, let it load for a bit, but I'm going to rant. With survival, you can do stuff like thinking, trial and error. As you can see in my previous videos of survival and hardcore, it's pretty intense, right? As you can clearly see. So with survival, it looks pretty chill at oh God, it's not even loaded yet. So with survival, you need to know how to choose your fight and what you do and how you do it. That's survival, right? So stuff like trees, stuff like dirt, your house, all of these are part of Minecraft and what survival actually is. And with hardcore, this is the one that failed and this is the one that I was doing. When you're doing hardcore, you need to think more critically than survival, because like I said, when it comes to survival, you need to know how to pick your fight. In hardcore, you need to know better about how to pick your fight, because once you die, there's no coming back. But the best part is creative. You can free fly, destroy blocks instantly. It really shows what you're doing. It really shows the fact that it is creative and that what you are doing. You know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. That is the good thing about creative, hardcore, and survival. But I know you're not here for that. You're here for me to talk about why Minecraft is cool. Look no further than the redstone. Redstone is something that many people tries to understand, but sometimes fail. Okay, what is this? Okay, I remember this. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, this way. So, if you remember, this is a TNT cannon. When it comes to redstone, you can do cool stuff like this. And blow holes. It's epic. And with creative mode, do you know how hard is it to break an obsidian do you know how hard it is to break an obsidian in survival? Creative, boom, 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 ain't no problem. This is where you build every single thing you need. And this is where you do trial and error, when you can eventually build something as cool as this. And when it comes to creative, you can also do stuff like this. You can story tell. I can tell a lot of story by just doing this. I can tell a lot of story by just doing this. Like, it can be that guy was executing, that guy was killing the king, anything. That is what Minecraft is. Survival is creative, is where things are at. It's what Minecraft really is, and it shows Minecraft. It showcased Minecraft. So this is where things are at. But that's it for creative, right? You want me to talk about survival. So now this, where is it? This is my survival world that I would record for YouTube. If you don't know, this is my survival world that I would record on YouTube. When it comes to survival, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. Creative mode gives you a lot of things, but that doesn't mean you cannot be creative. Hold on, it's a bit laggy. That doesn't mean you cannot be creative in survival. Because when it comes to survival, possibilities are way more than creative, because when it comes to survival, you need to work your way to get something. Remember the TNT cannon I just showcased? You need to work your way to get that in survival. There's no creative mod, nothing. You need to think your way to get everything. This is my official, this is my survival world that I would record. I don't really record survival anymore that much because I've achieved a lot of things, but as you clearly see, what I have now is sweat and blood. You need to put in energy, a lot of things to get to where you are now. But when it comes to survival, you can risk it all. It doesn't matter, because when you die, you respawn. There's also this cheat that makes it when you respawn, you get all your items automatically and you lose nothing. But supposedly when you die, you lose some items and then you get to go back to where you died to grab that item back. But there's a cheat that allows you to not lose all your items when you die. I have that cheat on because I don't want to spend half an hour of my time trying to find my items just for it to despawn. It's from my YouTube quality videos too. But what matters is now with that, there's no risk. Go fight the Ender Dragon, kill the Wither. Nothing can stop you. You'll just respawn. And that's where hardcore comes in. Hardcore. This is my official hardcore world that I would record from time to time. I already posted three or maybe 4 or maybe 5 videos on my hardcore world. Once you die, you're done. No respawns, no nothing, you're dead. Deal with it. So that's where hardcore comes in. That's the creativity of hardcore. Hardcore puts in all of these crazy things effortlessly. Just very great showcase of how if you're not careful, you can die. And that's it. If you die in hardcore, you have 2 choices. To spectate or to delete the world. And deleting the world is exactly what it sounds like. Deleting the world does exactly what you think it does. But if you choose to spectate, this is how it will look like. Let it load. This is exactly what it will look like if you choose to spectate. You can go through any single solid thing, it doesn't matter. Anything solid you can just go through, doesn't matter at all. You can spectate everything, it doesn't matter. And then if you look at something and then this crosshair comes out, you can click on it and then you can take its view. You can hit escape. No, you can I'm not sure how do you live. You can hit control and you can live. But you can do stuff like change the camera to look epic or something, but doesn't matter. So this is what you can do once you die in hardcore. Oh god, this is nauseating, but yes, once you die in hardcore, you go into spectator mode. Oh, this is worse. This reminds me of the PS1 graphics, but regardless, that is what happened if you die in hardcore. This used to be my beautiful world. I used to have a village and gone. Guess what killed me? A spider used to be here. When I start, there's a spider there. That spider killed me. I was running away from this witch, and then the spider killed me. That monstrosity. Oh, sorry. That monstrosity. So when it comes to hardcore, you can do crazy stuff, but if you're not careful, you can die. And you enter spectator mode, or you can delete the world. Right? Now, I've talked about all the mods, spectator mod, everything. Now I'm going to go to a creative world. And I'm going to show you all of the mod. Just let it load. Okay, this is I'm pretty sure this is the world where I built my shotgun, yes. There's a tutorial of how to build a shotgun on YouTube. You can just go watch it. So first is hold on, I need to arm myself first. I need to arm myself for this mod. The first mod is adventure mod. I think it's game mode 2. I think it's game mode 2. Okay, it's game mode 2. Hold on, first. Okay. I need to run first. But what's important is that with adventure mod, you cannot break any blocks. Yes, you cannot break anything. See? You can play. You cannot even place. You cannot. You cannot place. You cannot break. Duh. You cannot place. You cannot break. Like I said. So now, there's also game mode 3, which does spectator mode. Spectator mode is the mode that you saw in my hardcore world. You use this to spectate and get crazy camera angle shot that you can never get. Like this. Oh, it got okay. Like this. And then I think there's game mode 4. Okay, there's no game mode 4. Okay. And then there's game mode 3. Sorry, there's game mode 1. Which is survival. Sorry, which is creative. I'm sorry, it's creative. So, when it comes to creative, you can do anything. It's limitless. I've talked about this, but I didn't really showcase how limitless creative is. If you feel like making a crater in the middle of nowhere, just like a crater, be my guest. I'm gonna look away because it's going to be incredibly laggy and loud. Yes. See? From that to things that you can never do usually, like this shotgun. There's a tutorial showing how to build this shotgun if you're interested. But for now, I'm just going to load it. And I'm done. Okay. Now, just like that, you have the cannon, right? Okay, it's a bit laggy. It's gonna fall down. I'm just gonna put some obsidian back here so that I have some stairs. Okay. Now I'm just going to change back to adventure mode. Game mode 2, I think. Yeah, 2. And now I'm just going to put this. Now I'm just gonna light this. Yay! And now I'm just gonna go game mode 1 again, just to show what kind of destructive power it does. Yep, there's a new crater here. That's how limitless it is. You can build a shotgun, a cannon, anything you want. This is a double barrel shotgun. I'm not going to show you that, but the last time I shot it, this is the damage. Incredible. That's the damage, and that's the damage. Incredible, just incredible to think about. But what matters here is that when it comes to creative, if you feel like burning a villager's house, what's stopping you? There's nothing stopping you. If you feel like it, go for it. If you're just that bot in Minecraft, then there you go. Just hop into creative mode. You can do literally everything. It's almost limitless. It's almost limitless. It's that good. When it comes to things like this, it's so good. Nothing is stopping you. Okay, it's a bit laggy. So I'm just going to go in one place and then just look at all of this. So this is what you can do with creative mode. The possibilities are literally endless when it comes to creative. So you have all of these mods that you can use to play things differently. Now I've shown you a bit of adventure mode, but I'm not really going to go deep. But what adventure mode is that, let's say you're doing a parkour course. You know parkour course. And then before adventure mode was introduced, when there's a parkour course, people are just going to dig around dig dirt and then just build up until they reach the end. The end of the course and just win, which is cheating. Now with adventure mode, they cannot break, they cannot build. They can interact with what is interactable, like blowing up TNTs, that type of things that you're supposed to be doing, but you cannot break anything. And you can also, as the creator of the pack, make so that one thing is something that is interactable and something is not. So people know what to do and what not to do. Barrier blocks and all of this is very great. Speaking of barrier blocks, that's command. So I'm gonna chuck this away. And now, this is the command for barrier block. Someone is jumping behind me. Ignore that sound. So give me barrier block. Now, when you're holding it, you can see it. But when you're not holding it, okay. Okay, if you have it in your inventory, okay, sorry. When you're in creative mode, you can see it. Sorry. So, using this, you can have barriers that people cannot go through. So, easy way of saying this is that barrier blocks are very great for holding people out. So in parkour course, you can use barrier blocks to hold people in the game. So let's say you want the game to be like this big, right? The course to be like this big, and you want just like this space for the player to play in. So you can just have this. Let me just build a square real quick. I can't really do it. So let's say, there's no way you're that evil, but let's say you want the player to be like in this confined space, right? So let's say you want, let's say you want the player in here. The player will stay in here. Okay. So that is inside. And if you're not holding it, it will just disappear. Like nothing is there, and nothing can ever get in. Let me prove that to you. I'm just gonna put a vindicator here. Okay, hold up. So that's everything, right? So I'm just gonna put a vindicator like right here. Boom, this will disappear. From far away. This seems like a cheat, right? If I'm doing this, boom, there you go. It looks like you're doing something wrong or whatever, but yeah, because the villagers can move. But now that there's a barrier block. So this is how barrier block works. It's incredibly powerful, incredibly useful item. So this is the genius of Minecraft and how Minecraft made a revolutionary. And yes, this video is not sponsored by Minecraft, sadly. Sadly, this video is not sponsored by Minecraft. I hope it is. So this is why Minecraft is fun. And that's it. That's all I got to rant about Minecraft. You know what, guys? For today's episode of Showcase Show Off, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.